Okay, so I'm ready to address this topic. So my hair, obviously I'm losing my hair. I am going bald. So I'm losing my hair at the front, receded a lot at the front, losing quite a lot of hair there, and at the back as well a bit. So one of the things I want to talk about, right? And I thought about this as I was going to make the video, and it feels like a good time to talk about this. Is now let's start off with a negative, right? Because men are obsessed. They're obsessed with their hair. I can understand it, and I can also disagree on it. And I think people are, well, there's groups of people that are obsessed with my hairline, and I've been getting criticism and stick and trolling more about my hair than anything, and my capabilities as a man or a coach for quite a long time now. Before, I just ignored it because I never pay attention to trolls and critics. I'm so busy doing positive things and things that I enjoy, and I don't take it very seriously. You got to remember, guys. And again, I'm not showing off or being big-headed or saying, look at me, I'm not. But I grew up in a tough area. I went to a tough school. So I grew up in an area of crime, drugs, gangs, robberies. Now, I'm not saying it was just that, because that wouldn't be true, but that happened every day. And I've been in several life and death situations, and I got bullied at school. When I say bullied, I'm talking about in person. I'm not about someone commenting on a YouTube video. So in comparison to, people making fun or pointing it out as if I'm not aware of it already, it's nothing really, and it's all a bit of fun. So I make fun of myself about my hairline with my mates. So you guys making fun, or anybody making fun about my hairline, isn't going to affect me. And I'll explain why. I'll lay that out. So there's a narrative. I understand it, and I don't agree on it. I've proved it wrong. But I get emails all the time. Like, I'm going to come to this, right? Hold this thought. There's a narrative that men have that if they go bald, or if they start receding, if they start losing their hair at the back or the front or wherever, immediately women are gonna not want to date them. Like, their value is gonna go down. They're gonna be unattractive, and women are gonna look at that straight away and say, he's bald, I don't want to date him. Now, that couldn't be anything further from the truth, and I've got facts. And I'll lay them out today, right? First of all, before I got into coaching and teaching, and these were the times where I had a full head of hair, right? I wasn't receding, I wasn't losing my hair. I saw so many guys that were bald and they had beautiful girlfriends. As a matter of fact, there was a certain time, maybe it was a trend, I saw it a lot down the West End and parts of London, where I just kept seeing, guys that were bald holding hands with, beautiful women. So I know for a fact that narrative isn't true. I personally think a lot of you guys, and a lot of guys in the self-help motivation, in wherever this community, they love using that as an excuse. Because it's easier to say, well, the reason why I'm failing with women, or I haven't had a relationship before, or I can't connect with women, or I can't overcome my social anxiety, it's a cop-out. It's a get-out-of-jail card free to say it's because I'm losing my hair. That's the reason. But the truth is, it's not the reason. It's not about whether you've got hair, you're bald, or losing it. It comes down to, I'd say one thing, but I'll also say two. Confident social skills. If you're a confident guy in yourself, women are going to look past the fact that you're bald or you're losing your hair. If you're not confident and you're insecure, and you believe it's because you're bald or losing your hair, and you project that, then you're going to get that. You're going to get that back because you're acting insecure all the time. So, me losing my hair, and I've been losing it for quite a lot of years now. It started off slow, now it's speeding up. But I remember one of my first serious girlfriends, amazing girl that I dated, that I had, when I first started my business, and thanks to her, she was one of the big motivations. She supported me a lot. I wouldn't have been successful, I don't think, without her. And she used to joke around, and she used to poke here where I was losing it. And I'd say, get off, get your hand off. and joke with her, you know, and she'd start laughing and just teasing me on it, you know. She didn't care. You know, I dated her for a long time. She loved me. So it's hard. See, I don't want to show off because I don't like doing it, but I've got to make a point. It's never stopped me from attracting women. Actually, if I look at my experience, I've dated more women. I've had better relationships going bald than when I was young. When I was young, if you see that picture of me I posted up somewhere where I look fantastic, I've got to be honest, right? I'm in amazing shape. I've got full six-pack. I'm lean, I'm ripped. I'm on single-digit numbers with body fat. I've got a full head of hair. But that time, I had no girlfriend, guys. I had no confidence in myself. I had very low self-esteem. Although I looked great, and I knew I had a good body, and I felt good about that, but I didn't face my fears back then. So that proves to you that it's not about the fact that, oh, I'm not getting success with women because I'm going bald. It's not that. You're pointing at reasons, and that's how the mind works if you ain't got control over it. I guess you could say that the ego plays a part in that. It looks for reasons, it looks for details. And I know that's what a lot of guys do with me. It's like jealousy. It's like, well, I'm jealous that he's successful, he's confident. I'm going to try and find flaws in Johnny. Human beings do that. If you're at a certain level and you've got low self-esteem. I don't do that because I don't look at a man's hairline to put him on a certain where he fits. I'm too intelligent for that. I'm too mature. I look at a man's character, not his hairline or his six-pack and that. And I'm not really into that. I think it's strange personally. That's why I laugh at it. That guys spend hours going online looking at my hairline. It's fun though. It is a bit of fun. I make fun of myself, so you know it is a bit of fun. So I'm still attracting women. I've got a date this week. I spoke to a beautiful woman. I was honest, lovely, and she was going on a date. Now it's clear. You can clearly see that I'm losing my hair. I can't really hide it anymore. Didn't stop me. Why? Because I'm in a good place in my life. I'm happy. I'm confident. I'm secure in myself. And I've got great respect for women, and I've got good social skills and relationship skills, so it doesn't matter. So actually, I'm not going to mention any names. There's a guy who's travelled. He's doing my weekend program. This is just one of many. Signed up, and in his email, one of his concerns was hair loss, losing his hair, and he thinks that might be the reason. I said to him in his email, right, this is before I didn't care whether he took the program or not. I just told him the truth. I said, mate, it's not your hairline. It's nothing to do with your hairline. It's your confidence. And then he must have thought about it, and then he's taking my program. Seems like a great guy. I can't wait to meet him and help him. Guys, I'm telling you the honest truth, right? You know with me, I tell it to you straight. I have worked with so many guys that are completely bald. Some are receding like me, some further hair loss. And they've all got success with women. Now, I'm not going to take all the credit for that. I'm not going to do that because they've shown up, they've got a good attitude, and they've worked at their confidence, they've improved their life. So if you're a guy out there now and you're bald or you're losing your hair and you're struggling to get a relationship or a date, and you really think it's because of that, I really encourage you to challenge it. Because at the end of the day, you know, a belief is true whether you believe in it. So if you fundamentally believe the reason why you haven't got a girlfriend or you ain't gone on a date because you're bald or you're losing your hair, and you believe that and you refuse to believe a better narrative that I'm teaching you, and I've got proof and facts, and the proof's here right now that I'm balding, and see, I only want to share this as well, right? I really do mean this respectfully. I hope that people don't receive it as bragging. It's not bragging. It's a totally different angle. I come out of hospital in 2017. I was fat and overweight because of depression, medication. Of course, you're not going to be feeling great when you've just had a mental breakdown. But because of my mindset and because I have achieved a lot of success in many areas prior to the breakdown, in my faith, family, and the good people that I've got around me, I've decided to stay positive. And in 2017, I attracted an absolutely beautiful lady who was traveling in London. We just met randomly. She traveled over and we dated. It was a long time. She traveled over. She's absolutely beautiful, man. I mean, she could have chose many guys over me. There's many guys that are better looking than me, that are stronger than me, that are more confident than me. I guess there must be something about me that she liked. And I had a big belly, guys. You know, I was over 200 pounds. and obviously a receding hairline. Receding hairline, I was fat, I had a big belly, but she still liked me, she still dated me, she told me she loved me. I hope maybe she's telling the truth or not, but it's the truth, I'm telling you facts. So I don't have those insecurities that a lot of men have with regards to women, and I guess it's because I've had a lot of success with women. Over the last 10 years, I was a guy that struggled for the first 15 and a half. And it's interesting when I've given you example that a lot of guys would see that picture of me when I was younger. Some guys might think, oh, I bet he got, guys often say, oh, I bet he got all the girls, didn't get any girls. I was in great shape, yes, and I had all my hair and I had a six-pack, but I didn't have the inner confidence that I've got now. And I didn't have the maturity and the life skills, so I really wouldn't let it hold you back. And I always feel like if there's a big insecurity that you've got and it really bothers you, I'm not saying in a malice way, but it's good to sometimes have fun and laugh about it, and I can laugh about mine and have fun. And it really isn't. And I knew that because when I was younger, one of my best mates was completely bald, and he was a big guy. Man, women loved him. He always got attention from women because he's just a lovely guy, and he was a good-looking guy as well. He took care of himself. So it's not just about that. But I can understand why guys think that. Because my original thinking, I would believe the same, because that's what society teaches us, all these negative things. It's like, if you're bald, you're not attractive. Or if you haven't got loads of money, no interest. Or if you're not massive built, if you haven't got a big house. I've never had really any of these things, and I've always succeeded for the last 10, 15 years. I've said it before. Another thing, I'll cover it in another video. I know a lot of guys, they might not believe me. That's their choice. I know I'm telling the truth. It's facts. I've attracted women when I've been broke. Yeah, I've had periods of my life and I've had a lot of money, I've been successful, and sometimes struggled. So I know it ain't down to material assets. Now, obviously, there's certain women that go for that. I don't go for women like that. But so it's your mind, man. It's what you believe. What you believe is what you achieve. And just take a walk down your street or your road. Are you telling me that you've never seen a man who's bald who's got a nice girlfriend? If you say no, you're lying. Where are you living? Where have you been? So why would it be any different for you? The reason why you're struggling at the moment is not because you're bald or you're losing your hair or you've got a receding hairline, or as you guys like to say, you've got a comb over like I have. It's because there's self-esteem, beliefs, habits, lack of mentorship, lack of leadership, not working on yourself, not going through rejections, not having a good outlook on women. That's the reason. Any guy can do it, right? As you can see. I guess from society's point of view, I don't call myself this, but the society we live in will probably call me an average guy. I'm average. I'm an underdog. I don't come from rich family. I didn't get a great education at school. I don't have all these natural boxes ticked. But I didn't need all that. I said, screw all that. I worked my arse off. I set my mind, I believe in myself. I faced my fears, work on being a good person, learning from my mistakes. And I always get there in the end, and it's no different. So, that's what I've got to say. But yeah, you guys, I don't mind you having a bit of fun. It's actually helped me, actually. The trolls and the critics and them having fun, they helped me a lot, I have to be honest, because I probably cared a little bit about it a couple of years ago. But now I just feel I'm laughing, liberated by it, because I've accepted it. And I think it gives you more confidence when you are bald and you're losing your hair and you're still able to attract a nice woman and women still find you desirable. It really is, it really disproves a lot. But there's many beliefs in our society. I mean, like we got, let's just say, they're not exact figures, but it's just I guess stress my point. Probably 80% of the population thinks that you got to be a certain way and have certain things to be successful. But you got the 20% people, myself included, many of you, my clients, we don't subscribe to these narratives. We go out and find the truth for ourselves. We work at ourselves, work on being better. We don't listen to the opinions of others. So I haven't done bad for a guy with a comb over who's balding, and a guy that was a skinny kid growing up, and then I became a fat guy in 2017. I've lost about 15, 20 pounds. I'm not a fat guy anymore. I'm getting in shape. So I really want to reach good people and show you that you can do it. And I've helped so many guys. So my confidence has only gone up, because when you succeed at something that you never believed that you could, and you had insecurities, which I did, which was, let's not even get into getting a girlfriend. I didn't think any woman would like me when I was in my teens and my early 20s. And that's probably why I worked so hard and got a six-pack and got ripped. And I don't regret that. but it didn't help. It was good to go through that. It was very, very enlightening to think and believe, because I had peer pressure. I was young, naive. I bought into society's ideas, and I thought, yeah, if I get ripped and I've got a six pack and I'm lean, all I've got to do is take my shirt off and women will want to go out of me. It didn't happen. It didn't happen because I was shy and insecure. So then I had to develop new beliefs, and I just see it as being a personal scientist, trying things out. So I never take people's advice until I try it myself or listen to society. I'm not saying everything in society is negative. Of course, it ain't going to be that black and white, but the majority of it's garbage. It's dishonest, it's dark, it's limited. It really wants to put the underdog down. And I really like lifting up the underdog, helping the underdog to succeed, because I was an underdog my whole life growing up. I'm still an underdog. I always get doubted by lots of people. They look at me, they judge me based on how I look, how I speak, how I've grown up. But I'm not a victim. I just use that as an advantage, because I know in my head they think that, because they've been conditioned to think that about me, and many people, based on my class, how I've grown up, my education. But I know what I can do. They don't know what I can do. So the joke's on them, not me. And I'm not trying to I don't need their approval. I need my approval, faith in the Lord, and people that I care about, friends and family. And I'm always focused on helping others. So my mindset is so positive. And that's because of the truths that I've discovered and what I've had to work through. So it's no different for any of you. And it's great, man. It is good news, because it is an insecurity that a lot of us men have. And it's nice to know that it doesn't have to be a death sentence. And it really doesn't. So it's, whether you're bald or not, ain't going to stop you from building a business or getting a girlfriend. Only you're going to stop you. If you listen to, you're going to get groups of negative men out there that are negative, and they're so negative, you can't help them. Because I try and help people, but I respect that some people are so negative, they don't want it. You have to leave them be. So they're going to want to bring you down. So if they're bald, they're going to say, you're bald, we're bald, we can't get women. Group of bald men with limiting beliefs that don't want to break out of it. Victim mentality. So what can you do? But then you're going to have millions of men who are bald, but in a different mindset. So it's not the hairline, it's not the comb over, it's not the receding or the slap head, the bald head, whatever you call it. It's what's inside the bald head. It's the mentality. And if that ain't right, then the results of women are not going to be right. So this is not even like a theory or me debating. This is facts in my experience. But maybe your experience and your narrative is going to be different based on your beliefs. All right? Fearless.